everyone. Hello. Let's do a sound check, connection check. How's it going? Looking good? Great, thank you. Someone said it's like I'm wearing glasses now. That's funny. The sound is the train. We're right beneath the train tracks right now. Another day I will do a stream going this way because there's a lot of really exciting stuff right down there. It's a really great area to do a stream. I will save that for another day. Oh, you switched from phone to TV, cool. This will be a kind of short one. Well, I also eat a lot, so I walk a lot and eat a lot, so I kind of just keep the balance rather than getting really fit. Yeah, I'm planning to increase the streaming on YouTube as well. It's just hard to get the people on Reddit to come over, to transfer over from Reddit to YouTube. But I think today I'll probably hit 1,000 views on two of my videos, which is exciting. Yakitori right here. Looks like they got some chicken heart and other stuff there. Well, now we can see the buildings. A little bit better quality than before. Thanks for the compliment, Dylan. How do I pronounce it? Is it ASMR or ASMR? I don't know how to. I've heard of it, but I've never really looked into it. I watched one video one time when I first heard about it, and it was this like old guy reading a book or something, and it was like very interesting. Oh, you say ASMR, so you say every letter, ASMR, okay. Wow, look at this one. Look at all those little windows. All the lights on. You know, I used to think that all the lights were on because people were working, which, you know, is not too far from the truth. But with so many people doing telework these days, I feel like they just keep the lights on anyway. Yeah, and that would be kind of hard to clean those windows because that's not like, it's not one of those buildings that's like perfectly flat on the side where the people can just slide down on the ropes and clean. That's like all these little divots where you have to be really careful. Yeah, I know. It's way better than Reddit. So as I say, Reddit has a better interactive experience with the chat and the people, but YouTube has better resolution and, you know, landscape mode and that kind of stuff. So the video quality is obviously better. You guys have to preach the gospel for me when we're doing the Reddit chats. You got to tell everybody how great it is to come over to YouTube and see the difference. Help me convince people to come over. Like I said, I'll keep doing both. They both have their qualities. They both have reasons to do them, but I want to build up the YouTube channel because I feel like the main reason I started doing this the way that I do it is because I love video. I love creating video, and I feel like Tokyo is a really awesome city to see in photography, you know, in still photos. It's, you know, you can capture some really amazing sights around Tokyo, but I find that the photos are not enough to really give you the feeling of the atmosphere of the city and like why those photos are interesting. Because sometimes you see something and you're like, just to give you one example, you'll see like a little old charming house tucked inside of like, you know, modern buildings, and you want to take a photo of it, and then you only really see what's inside of that frame, and it's like, okay, yeah, that's a nice looking little traditional Japanese house, but you don't see the whole atmosphere around it, and you don't feel like the immersion of like why it caught your eye in the first place. So I felt like video is the best way to show Tokyo. And even if you just do like a pre-recorded video, then it's still good, but it's not like doing a live video where you can take your time and talk to people, and people can kind of also influence a little bit about the experience. Like they can say, oh, what was that? And then you can go back and look at it, or you can, you know, explain things a little bit more in depth. So it's like a really interactive, immersive experience where you can really get that feeling of the kind of rich, interesting, and amazing experience of, you know, walking around Tokyo without actually being here. Yeah, I guess I could do Reddit and YouTube at the same time if I got the kind of rig to do that. Yeah, live does give a different energy. Obviously, pre-recorded is easier because you can do it like anytime, and just, you know, you don't have to like, I feel like it requires less thinking and less work. You can just, you know, take your time, do it, plan out your route and all that kind of stuff, and then you can just upload it and then just let it roll. And a lot of people do that on YouTube. I see that, and they do very well. They get, you know, tens of thousands or 100,000, sometimes 1 million views. And that's cool. And I might do some of those, but I feel like the live experience really is like a whole nother level of experience that unfortunately they get less views, it seems, in general, maybe because the quality is lower. You can't do 4K or even 1080. You're stuck to 720. Yeah, the interaction is unique. I noticed the sound's a little bit different on YouTube compared to Reddit. Hang on a second. I gotta fix something. You just got a notification just now from my Reddit stream. Yeah, they're not that timely, are they? Whoa, I didn't know that was... It's like a really curvy building. It's really quiet here, quieter than usual. Hey Dojo Cat, welcome. Decided to do a random bonus stream tonight. Yeah, this is a really clean part of the city. I mean, the whole city's clean, but this is a particularly nice and clean area. Ah, interesting. You said Dutch inspired. Well, I'm going to show you something in a minute that might be interesting to you. Wow, you woke up at 5:30 in the morning. It's early. This is Tokyo Station. I'm going to show you guys a better view from the distance. I'm just showing you the up-close view right now. Yes, the beeping sound was for the pedestrian crossing. It's for people who maybe they might be blind or visually impaired and they can hear the sound. But it's time to cross. I think also just for everyone to kind of be aware that it's crossing time. European flair, right? This is the countdown clock for Tokyo 2020 Olympics. 135 days until the opening ceremony. Yeah, the current plan is to keep it going. Yeah, those are not bonsai. I know they look like bonsai, but they're matsu tree. The bonsai are the tiny little trees. They look like little miniature matsu. This part of the city is when you really feel like you're living in an urban center, like a real business big city. I mean, a lot of times when you're walking around Tokyo, you often have this very, I shouldn't say like, I mean, so like this feels like a very kind of Western, like New York style, kind of Manhattan style city, right? Or like London. When you're walking around Tokyo, sometimes there's just so much traditional culture preserved and so many older buildings and, you know, like old wooden stuff and things that just feel like much more traditional and Japanese. And then you have like the very iconic, typical Tokyo stuff, like the neon lights and things. But when you're in a place like this, you don't have those neon lights. You don't have all that kind of older stuff. It's very clean and manicured and paved and modern, and feels like, you know, any kind of any city. It feels like you're in a big business district with these big shiny buildings, skyscrapers with all the lights on. It's really kind of breathtaking when you're here. You kind of look up the first time. I've been here so many times, but when you kind of come to Tokyo Station the first time and you look up, you're like, whoa, how flat it is on the ground and how silent, but then these giant towers just hovering over you. Scared the crap out of me. The light just changed. Oh look, people are taking wedding photos. Good luck. This is a place where you always see wedding photos being taken because of the view. I wanted to stand exactly where he's standing. So I'm going to try not to bother them. But actually, anyway, I'm gonna go over here because this thing's blocking me. Try not to ruin their photo, but I just want to come over here real quick and show you guys. This is Tokyo Station. It's this kind of old style architecture architecture with these modern buildings behind it. It's pretty neat, isn't it? Yeah, it's very big, and it's very deep too, and sprawling down below. Stars? No, absolutely no stars. Good question. No, you don't really see stars in Tokyo. It's too many lights, too much light pollution. You can sometimes, like on a really clear night, if you're not like right in this really bright area, you can sometimes see some stars. Like just a couple dots here and there. Like I used to live in one area that was a little bit more suburban, and so there wasn't that much light pollution. And on a clear night, like if it was like a new moon or something, you could see some pretty good stars actually, surprisingly. It just depends where you are and how clear the sky is. But of course, when you get out, I mean, there's some places in Japan where you can go where you can see the most breathtaking skies. Some really countryside areas, or places like on an island, for example, where you're really far away from the lights. I went to a place in, wow, there's another wedding photography coming over here too. There's an island. You said you live in a remote suburb outside a city and can't even see stars. Tokyo has no chance. Yeah. Yeah, you can see a couple dots here and there sometimes, but nothing like a real starry sky for sure. It's Tokyo. It's the biggest city in the world, all kinds of lights and stuff. But I was in an island down in Kyushu, Yakushima Island, and then I saw some of the most beautiful stars in my entire life. It was absolutely amazing. It looked like a paintbrush of just glitter just stroked the sky back and forth so many times. It's incredible. You could see like the Milky Way. This street's really pretty. In the wintertime, they put a bunch of Christmas lights on all of those trees that are lining the street, and it's gorgeous. The whole area is just like glowing gold. The whole floor, the whole ground is just like a golden glow. It's really nice. The Imperial Palace is right over there. You know, it's a nice area with really big buildings. It's nice when there's like winter illuminations and stuff. Right now, there's not a whole lot to look at. There's good shopping around here. A lot of high-end stores, very fashionable area. Really good restaurants around here too. Much nicer to probably do a stream in the daytime, walk around and see a lot more stuff, but I thought it'd be cool to see some of the night lights on the buildings. Furano. No, I haven't been to Furano. I don't actually know where that is. I have to look it up. Osaka, yeah, I've been to Osaka a few times. I love Osaka. Osaka would be a really cool place to do streaming. I'd like to do some more rural stuff, or just like some cities way outside of Tokyo, up in like Tohoku or Kyushu and other parts. Go down to like Hiroshima. I'd love to just do this streaming in like all over Japan. I wish I had like the time and the budget, or I wish I could just do it almost like full time, or just dedicate more time to it. I would love to travel around the country, see a whole bunch of different sites, eat a bunch of different food, learn about the culture and share it all. Look, I don't know if you can see it on the video, but do you see how the street is sparkling? It's like glitter. It makes this area feel even more high class than it already is. That would look nice on 4K. You can see these stripes here. It's like a grip, you know, I guess. The stripes are the glittery ones. It seems to be only like in the intersection. I guess when cars are turning. This is just a guess, I don't know, but maybe when they're turning, it helps keep them from like having issues in the rain or something, maybe. I don't know. So there's no sliding around, maybe. Who knows? But it seems to have a little bit more. It looks like a skateboard grip, you know. Oh yeah, it definitely is. So like I'm sliding my foot on the smooth one compared to the grip, and it's like a skateboard. Yeah, I'd love to like turn this stream into like an Anthony Bourdain thing. Just travel around the country. Even other countries would be awesome, but especially in Japan. There's so much to explore, especially after COVID settles down, like going into restaurants or shops or talking to people. Was anyone who's currently watching, did you guys see when I talked to I kind of like interviewed the knife shop guy, when the guy at he was selling all the different knives, Japanese knives? I'd like to do more of that kind of thing. That was really fun. Oh, cool. Adrian, you were there. Thanks for that. Cool. A lot of you guys were there. You guys must be my real most dedicated followers. Only about 56 people here, and I asked about a stream that I did several months ago, and like 5 of you already said that you were watching that one. The diehards. Okay, I'm gonna end this stream pretty soon. Let's see anything else interesting around here before I close. As I said, it was gonna be a little bit of a short one. Not a whole lot to see around here at nighttime anyway, but still another face of Tokyo. There's actually some really cool places around Tokyo that I've been saving. I'm saving some for when the weather's nicer. I'm saving some for like when certain things are happening in those areas. I'm also saving some until like the YouTube gets a little bit bigger and like a lot of people will see it live. So I have some ideas, pretty cool ideas of places I'd like to visit and go and things I'd like to do. So look forward to that in the future, hopefully. All right, I'm gonna close. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Just a short bonus one. I'll see you this weekend. Have a good rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon. Good morning, good evening, good night. As always, thank you. All right, take care and be safe. Bye, guys.